and the business introductions that create business.
Hi, Mike. My name is Fred Haley.
Fred.
My company's name is Toast Mentor. I'm a coaching of public speakers to improve communication. This is my card. Please give me a call sometime. Maybe we can talk some more.
Sure will.
Good. Pleasure meeting you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Pat Hoyt.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard so many wonderful things about you.
Why, thank
You've got some international stuff. You're also an author. I've read your book. I love the book.
Why, thank
It's fantastic. You've done so many wonderful things. I'm really impressed. Really excited to meet you. I'd love to work with you someday. Here's my card. Please give me a call. Maybe we can talk. Maybe we can do something.
And we'll do lunch.
Perfect. Enjoy that. Maribel, hi, my name is Fred Haley. Here's my card. I'm a coach and consultant. I do communications coaching. I do a lot of workshops, a lot of things. I'm also a Distinguished Toastmaster. I've got 2 Distinguished Toastmaster awards, and I'm 1 project away from my 3rd Distinguished Toastmaster. I'm also a speaking coach. I'm also a speaker, trainer, and coach for the John Maxwell program. That's a leadership training program. I've done a number of projects. I've got a lot of excellent clients, including Will Roberts, who is a Will Rogers impersonator. I've written several speeches for him. I've done a lot to do. And I'd love to work with you, see how I can help you.
Sounds great.
Please give me a call.
Well done, thank you.
You've just heard 3 typical elevator speeches. Do any of them sound like yours? Which of those 3 people would call me back?
None.
Would you really call me back?
If I could see some kind of a business connection,
Did I tell you any?
no.
Will you call me
And
back?
I got a lot of compliments about me,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing about how you could solve my problems.
Maribel, would you call me back?
I'd go to Toastmaster.com first, Toastmentor.com first, and learn what this is all about, because I didn't get any of that from what you told me.
No, you didn't. So
And if
why
I
was
like what I see, then I'll call you.
Okay.
But it was based on this.
based on
not
the card?
what you said.
Very good. Mike, what do we do?
You came to me and caught me off guard, which was good. And you handed me your business card, and you talked really quick. You said you were a coach, which I'm real interested in. And I've noticed on your card you've got John Maxwell. I've read a lot of his books, and that piqued my interest. So I'm going to call you back.
So there's nothing that I said in my elevator speech that got you interested. We're going to try to fix that today. If you have an elevator speech that sounds anything like any of those 3 examples, we're going to change that. You all have a handout. I'm going to borrow this for a second. And we're going to work together. This is going to be interactive, okay? I want you to follow and feedback and tell me many of the questions that I asked today. We are going to start with the basics. What is an elevator speech? An elevator speech is a BI. What is that?
Business introduction.
Business introduction. Very good. He read the top. You are paying attention, Neil. Well done. Or you could call it a C. Oh, wait. Let me go back. What is a business introduction? What is a business introduction? It introduces a business. And if it's your business, you are introducing your business to your audience. It also could be a C. What is a C?
Connection.
Almost. Almost. Come on, give me a good answer. Pardon? A calling. How about a commercial? You are giving a commercial about yourself and your business. It's an introduction of your business. It is not a G. It is not a G. It is not a G. A greeting! Well done! $5 for the winner! Yes! It is not a greeting. You are trying to sell yourself. When do you give an elevator speech? And don't say in an elevator, because we've already covered that. When do you give an elevator speech?
When you have like a minute or a short period of time to convey a message
I'm driving in my car. I got a minute. Do I give an elevator speech?
to someone else that you're trying
There's
to
nobody in the
get
car with
something
me.
from?
You're on the phone.
On the phone, that's a good answer. Yes. Here's another $5. Well done. All right, I'm going to give you,
Thank you.
since I just ran out of 5, I'm going to give you a 10 because you spoke up
Thank you.
first after him.
When do you want to sell yourself to somebody?
When you want, well, where? Where would it be? Where?
Somebody for the first time at an event.
At an event. So where would you meet the person at the event?
Toastmasters conference.
Toastmasters conference is a good answer. Yes.
Face-to-face networking, interactive business.
A networking, yes. At a networking event, yes. Think about that. You just come up, how about in a food line?
Sure.
Sure. How about in the restroom? Well, yeah, you're washing hands, you see someone there. Hi. Sometimes.
Don't shake hands.
Yeah. I just asked you to introduce yourself. Didn't say you had to shake hands. But you're washing hands and you see someone you want to talk to. There. It is any impromptu situation. You are not prepared. You are not prepared, but you need to be prepared to give an elevator speech. What is your goal when you give an elevator speech, when you give a business introduction? What do you want from that other person?
For them to want to make a connection afterwards?
For them to want to make a connection afterward, yes. You want them to be interested in you. You want them to want to know more about you. You're not going to sell them anything, but you're going to get them to want to do more. So, what will they want? What do they need for them to want to make that connection? What would they need in order to want to give that connection?
What's in it for me?
Which is, so what would that be? What would that be?
Improved business functioning, contacts.
All right, let me go back. Let me go back to your first
It could be
answer.
a bunch of things.
When you told me you were not sure if you would contact me after my introduction, what would get you to contact me? What did you say?
You could solve one of
Yes.
the problems.
What's in it for me? If I can show Pat that I can do something to help her, then she will contact me. WIIFM, never forget that. Before anybody makes any decision, before you made the decision to come here today, you asked yourself, WIIFM, what's in it for me? What am I going to get by coming here? You decided it was going to help you, so you came. I introduced myself to you. You have to make a decision. Is this person worth getting to know? Learning anything more? If there's something in it for them, then yes, they will. WIIFM. That is the trick. How long is the elevator speech?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Excellent. Yes. I've heard people say 1-2 minutes. If I am in an elevator with you and you are talking for 2 minutes, I have shut you off in about 30 seconds. Yes.
Oh, that's what happens.
Yes. You go too long and, okay. That radio station is just turned off. 30 seconds, and if you ever write out your speech, which you should, it's like 60 to 75 words. That is not very long. Pat's speech is 6 minutes a few minutes ago. That will be about 600, 700 words. I'm saying 5% of that. That's how short. You must sell yourself, convince that other person that you can help them, that they can get results by working with you in 30 seconds. Can you do it? Yes. Yes. There are several important questions you should ask yourself and know before you create your elevator speech. First of all, think about who is your audience. Who is your audience? You could have more than one audience. What does that mean? If you have more than one audience, what would that mean?
Different speeches.
Different speeches, yes. Another $10.
Why, thank you.
Yes, you could have several different elevator speeches. So here's what I want you to do. Think about at least one audience who is your normal audience, who you could help, who you could make a difference to. And tell me, what is their issue? What results do they want? Let's get some practice down. Think about somebody.
Toastmasters.
Toastmasters.
Or a potential Toastmaster.
Ah, excellent. A potential Toastmaster.
Their issue might be that they're afraid to speak in public.
Okay, good. Very good. So someone who is not a Toastmaster now, who needs help in learning how to speak in public.
Okay.
Well done. Yes. Write that down. Some other people can have the same audience. Mike.
A company who I'm talking to who might be looking for speaking or leadership development. So that the audience there would be a potential new club.
Okay. So
It's someone at a company where a new club
okay.
could potentially end up.
So what is their problem?
The problem is they're looking for cost-effective ways to provide speaking training and or leadership training.
They're not looking for a club. They're looking for a way to improve their employees' communication skills. That's the results that's the issue that they have. That's the results that they're looking for. Yes. See how important it is and how much you narrow that down. Now, if there is a company who does not want to improve their employee skills, are they his audience? No. If there is someone who feels like she doesn't need any help with communication skills, is she Maribel's audience? No. So Maribel and Mike have already narrowed their audience down to specific topics. Did you have one?
I'm looking for a dean who wants to hire me to teach a college course.
A dean to help you? Okay, so what would that dean want?
He wants to hire me to teach a college course. He wants someone who will teach a cost-effective, dynamic course for his students.
Why?
That will make them learn something they need to know and want to be in their school.
I expected you have certain types of topics that you talk about.
Right.
So it's not an engineering dean that you will be. It's not an aquatics dean. It is some specific topic. So what dean is it?
Applied positive psychology.
A psychology dean.
Yes.
Okay. And what type of class would he be interested in having taught to his students?
My course is on applied positive psychology.
Okay.
The subtitle is 8 Skills Essential to Being Your Best Self.
Sounds good, but why am I interested?
His students need to know these skills to be successful.
That's the result. That's the result. You don't just want to do this. You want to help the students. He wants you to help the students. And when his students are helped, what happens? They continue on. They pay the money. Yes. That's the answer is, what results are they going to get from you? Write down your own. Let's go to the next one. What can you offer? Same audience. What results can you offer? And don't say, I can start a Toastmasters club. Don't say, I can recruit you to be a member of my next new club. What results can you provide? Difficult, isn't it?
Peaceful productivity.
To who?
The people who have a pain and stress.
So define your audience first. Who is your audience?
Small business owners who use Apple technology and home educate their children.
Small business. Wow, that's a complicated one, but okay.
No, because
I assume there are those type of people who are small
Because
business.
that's who I am, and
Okay.
I am my customer, so
Yep.
I've gone through this to who's the audience and narrow it down, very specific.
Exactly.
Because then you become the expert in your field.
Okay. Yeah, so you know the specific audience, and what is their issue? Being able to homeschool their children?
No. Bring order to confusion.
That's too broad.
There-
No, I mean, if you came up to me and said, I can bring order to your confusion, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Establish workflow processes and administration, which is the glue that holds everything together, so that in the home and in the business, there's peaceful productivity.
Tell me that in 10 words.
I have that written down at home.
Okay.
I'm giving you
I understand. Tell me that. You've only got 30 seconds. You have more to say. So, and that, I understand what you're trying to say. Almost. I understand what you're getting, where you're going. The question is, how can you convince me to want to, if I am your audience, to want to go there? And I do that in a short, clear sentence. One sentence. I don't have all day. You don't have all day. I only got to the next floor in that elevator. I'm not going to want to listen to anymore. I'm not going to stay in the elevator with you. Okay? That's the idea of the elevator speech. Be able to give your audience, that one person or that small group, quickly, what results can you give to them? How can you make a difference to them? So write down an answer of who your audience is, which should be the same as the one up above, and then how can you help them? What results can you give them? And then it's not give them a club or a membership. It's how can you change them? How can you help them? Okay. So you are going to talk to a person or a small group and say, I am me, I can do this for you, but what's the third step? You need to get them to do something. You want them to contact you. That's the call to action. Every speech should have a call to action. At the end of this, you say, here's what I want you to do. But in an elevator speech, it's different. Because in an elevator speech, I want to help you. So let's talk about how I can help. You're putting yourself out there as a source of a resource for them. And I gave you a couple suggestions. We'll talk about some others, but basic ones. When can we meet? When can we get together? When can I call you so I can offer to and tell you a little bit more, or see how I can help you? Can I call on you on Monday at 3 o'clock? Specific. Will you attend my workshop on September 25th? Here's the registration. I can send you and get you there for free. In other words, get them to commit to a specific action to follow up, not just, here's my card, please call me sometime. They already said they're not going to. If I had said to Pat, even though she wasn't convinced, even though I went off in accolades on her, if I said, can we get together for lunch on Thursday? Well, what day would be good for you for lunch? Just because I said it in that way, I'd be more likely to get her to meet with me. Okay? Think about that. You know the important thing. The very first communications principle I teach to anybody is know your audience. Know your audience. Know who they are, what their issue is. Recognizing it's not everybody. Then know your message. How can you help them? How can you help them? The third one is just have a conversation. So an elevator speech, a business introduction is not a planned formal speech. It should not sound like a formal speech. It should sound like a conversation. And in a few minutes, I'm going to ask you to start developing your own. That's what's on the back of the handout. Turn on the back. I've got 3 different formulas for you to use, depending on the situation, depending on your comfort level. Sometimes if you really want to have fun, we'll go to the second or the third one. Basic outline, greeting, results you can provide, and a call to action. If you want to add and define the problem and credentials, you can do that too. Such as, hi, my name is Fred Haley. My business is Toast Mentor. I can coach nervous and rambling speakers to become skilled communicators who can speak with confidence, connect with their audience, inspire, and lead. Can we meet on Thursday to talk about how I can help you in your organization? If I want to, I could say, have you ever met someone or seen someone who is a nervous or fidgety speaker? Someone who is rambling and bouncing all over the floor? I train those speakers to become skilled communicators and then go through the same. Simple formula, basic formula, but what did I do? I said, here's who I am, here's the results I can provide to you, and call to action. Can you do that for yourself? Now, several of you have already come up with an audience. You've already come up with their issue, and you've already come up with the results that you can provide. I want some volunteers. I want someone to come up and give me an elevator speech. And then just before I'm going to call on you first, Dave, I'm going to ask everybody else to say, what would they do? Okay? All right, come on up, man. Oh, I need to say hi, don't I?
Hi. I'm Dr. Dave Spalding. I teach scientifically validated skills and helping students to be their more successful, happier selves. Any chance we could make an appointment to talk about teaching opportunities at your school?
Okay, let's talk about that sometime.
Good.
Sounds good.
Would it be okay if I got together with you, say, next Wednesday?
Sure.
Good.
I'll do that.
I'll give you
We'll set up a
a
time.
call.
Sounds great.
Great.
Okay. Very good. Hold on, stay up here. And I'll just admit, if you didn't add that second line in there about let's get together Thursday, would you be interested? Would there be time? Well, the normal answer is going to be what?
Sure.
No. Well, maybe. We'll see. If you said, well, when would you be interested in? I probably will be thinking no, and give you some sort of blow-off answer.
Yeah. Right.
Until you said, how about meeting next Wednesday? Then that was a specific call to action.
I was trying to get you to say yes.
Yes, that's exactly right. And I wasn't going to say yes that first time. You kept following through to do that. That's good. That's very good. Now, what would you say about the first part of his speech? That I teach people to...
I teach scientifically validated skills that allow students to be more successful and happier.
Okay. What would you say about that?
If I didn't know your audience was college deans from the topic before, I would have, like, if you just come up to me in the hallway with that, I would have been way confused. I had the context of hearing you describe your audience a couple minutes ago.
And let's be honest, he would say that to me if he knew I was a dean.
Right.
Yeah. Now, someone else had a comment.
I think, Dave, that the positive statement that you're making would be much more powerful if it was contrasted with, because what is scientifically validated on the negative side? X number of graduates are failing or not getting jobs after graduation. It would heighten, I think, the positive solution you have by first telling them how horrible it is without your...
How about if I said something more specific like, I teach students to be more engaged and confident about their educational futures?
Yes, if we first know, did you know the average, 75% of students are really depressed about their studies and stressed out, and therefore
That would help.
So
But you don't have to, but you're right. Why would they want to know that?
Know what?
The last part you said about,
Students, well, I'm trying to be more specific. I teach scientifically validated skills that allow students to be more engaged in their studies and confident about their futures.
A dean of psychology would want to know that it's scientifically valid.
and that may be
That would pique his attention.
true, that may be a specific topic, buzzword for a psychology professor that we were not familiar with. The first part, when you hear scientifically valid data, would turn me off. But the results are what I want.
Not for an academic.
Okay,
But a dean,
a dean, it might, yeah.
catches our
Okay.
attention.
All right, very
Opposed
good.
to pop psychology.
Gotcha. Okay.
I would rephrase the same thing, where I would start off with saying what it is, and then I end by saying which is scientifically valid.
So why would the students want to know that, learn that? I mean, they become confident. How do they use that
More
afterwards?
successful. They do better in school.
Do better in school?
Yes. To get better grades.
But it's a class.
Yes.
Okay.
I teach them how to be better students.
Oh, no.
Better learners.
Yeah. If you end with those specific results, that helps the layman anyways.
Okay.
So he would probably phrase it a little differently if he was doing that elevator speech to,
Yeah.
say, a potential student.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
they wouldn't care about scientific validating. They want to hear the other part. About being
But
a
I'm
student.
selling this to the dean.
Yeah.
Right,
to the-
right.
And Maribel and Mike, you're right. We're not his audience. So we have to know a little bit more about your audience to be able to answer that well. But general thought is you want something specific. Here's the specific results that can help them. Not just they learn more, but it will change them somehow. Okay? Well done, though. Yeah, great.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you.
Right.
Somebody else. Come on, we need one more volunteer at least.
It's that one sentence that's hard for me.
It is. Admit it. That's a hard sentence to learn, to figure out. Okay, Mike.
Come on, Mike.
Hello, Fred. How are you?
Auditor.
I'm Mike McLean. I have a program that can help your employees get leadership and personal development and ultimately help become better employees for your business. Can we meet next Thursday? I can go over the program with you.
I'd like to learn a little bit more about that. That'd be wonderful. Sounds great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well done.
We've done that one before.
You really-
Actually, not.
No?
I've done the concept before, obviously. And
Yeah.
I'm obviously still stuck in my last year's role on the trio, but I don't think I've done it that focused
In
before.
one
Yeah,
sentence.
but stay up here. What do people think? Did you like it? Would you be
Yeah.
interested? Recognizing your audience is business owners who have employees that have employees. And they may not even know that they have need for communication skills improvement. Yeah.
If I was the recipient, I would want to know more, and I would ask questions before I would commit to meeting with you.
What's the problem with that?
Yeah, would I've said enough to make you ask that question?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
He caught your interest.
Yeah.
Now you want to know more. Perfect.
Yeah.
And me, I'm coming to Fred with a 30-second elevator speech, and if the elevator door opens and he follows me out, I've just, in my mind now, I've just won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? The way I see it is the purpose here isn't to make the sale. The purpose is to make the next connection, the next step on the
Exactly.
sales
Yeah.
process.
You're not going to get the sale in 30 seconds. I said that. Yeah.
Cards and-
Yeah. Cards would be good, but yeah. Well done. Thank you.
Wow, that's hard.
Yes, I'll admit it's hard. You're not going to get it right the first time. You'll practice and improve it over time. You'll change it. Now, two things you notice about Dave and Mike. Did that sound like a canned speech? Did it sound like he just came up and said, hi, and then talked to me as a conversation? Yeah, good. Perfect. Somebody else. Somebody. Come on, say hi. Hi.
My audience would be a art director of a museum or an art show because I do artwork.
Okay, that's good to know. Yes, thank you.
Hi, nice to meet you. I am an artist and I'm looking for a museum to display my art. Would you be interested I would like to show you my artwork. How about tomorrow at so-and-so time?
Okay. Yeah. Why would we be interested in your artwork?
I mean, you are you display art of artists.
Okay.
So,
What would I get out of it?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, this.
Sales, perhaps?
W.
You have
Thi-
you're artists of abstract art that, using psychology talk, that
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
stimulates the mind or something. Or,
I haven't said this in a while, but remember this question. When you come up to me and you start talking, I am asking what? W-I-I-F-M.
What's in it for me?
What's in it for me? You have to answer, what's in it for me?
Well, why would that art director choose your art?
Right.
versus-
Exactly. Yeah. Why would I want your art?
Would you be interested in art that is abstract and there's some descriptors that make it sound like, wow, I want that in my gallery?
Right.
In this case, if you have some historical, how am I trying to say this? If you've got some history that shows that you've been having great sales or some popularity, then you start off and you can add that in there before you ask them for the meeting. Okay.
Because it'll draw people to the gallery.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What makes your art?
Yeah.
You know.
I've sold thousands of paintings in 2,500 countries, something like that, which is a cute trick.
International artwork.
Because you know how nowadays local artisan already, it's the thing nowadays. You can say like, oh, I'm a local artist. I can help promote, whatever
Yeah.
your art area is. Because I am local, so.
Think, yeah.
I'm an artist who provides X.
Think about why you would make a difference. You'd be different and better for me than the guy next door. Okay?
Local artists with an international flair.
Here you go. It's 210, same as the 20, right? There you go. Good job. All right, let's get on to the next one. We got a few minutes left. Say you've been using that elevator speech for a while, you're sort of bored with it, or everyone is giving the same type of elevator speech. Do something different. Imagine yourself in front of a group of people. They're all excited and hanging on your every word. My name is Fred Haley. I'm a communications coach. I can coach you to be able to be that person. Here's my card. Let's get together on Thursday and we'll talk about how you can be the next great speaker. Okay, I'm interested. I hope myself, huh? Imagine. Now that's just a different way of saying the same thing. So what happens if it's different than everybody else?
It stands out.
It stands out. Exactly. It stands out. Anybody want to try one? You want to try an imagined one? Go ahead. Come on up.
All right. This is fictionary.
That's okay. Give me fiction. And you
I envisioned myself doing in 20 years.
sounds great.
Hi,
Hi.
my name's Nui. Imagine this. You're on a beach full of lawn chairs, whatever chairs.
Lounge chairs? Huh?
Lawn chairs, lawn chairs and suntan oil and beach balls, and you're going parasailing. I have a company that will help you get the best vacation you have ever wanted.
Okay. Now.
Would you like to make a time where we can talk about your next vacation?
Perfect. That's good. Yeah. Good. Well done. All right. So what else would you want to hear, or how did she do in her sales pitch?
The call to action was
Call to action, yeah. Well, the picture was there. I had the,
busy imagining himself on a beach or something.
in October. Again, yes. Cool, very good. I think the other thing would be a good price. Because what do I want? I want the cheap, but I give you the best vacation at the lowest price. That's what. If I'm a traveler, that's what I want. We look for the good deals. Yeah. So, okay.
All right.
There you go.
I get some money.
You get some money. Well done, yeah. Neil? Come on up, Neil.
Hello, Fred.
Hi.
I'm Neil. I've heard about you. I think you would be perfect for that job they just advertised to open up. Have you ever done one of those SAB promotion interviews before?
No, not familiar with that.
Oh yeah, I just did one and it went really great. I could probably teach you how to get through one and even how to prepare your resume to get ready for the interview, to make sure you got the interview. And I can tell you, the people that gave me my interview, they said I knocked it out of the park. I think you could knock this one out if you would just meet with me and we could go over it. I could give you some mentoring on that.
Okay.
Would you like to do it sometime next week? Because I know that announcement's going to close soon.
Okay. In that case, I got a short time.
Like maybe Wednesday. Is that Wednesday good for you?
Everybody seems to like Wednesday. Sure, let's do that. Thanks. Stay up here. What did you think? What did you say?
I like the idea that you had imagined this going on, that you could be successful in this job application. I wasn't sold that you were going to be able to make him meet that image.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. Now I was not sure if you were telling me that you just went through this and I can do it too, or you can help me do this. You were sort of saying both. So figure out exactly what you want to tell me, figure out exactly what I can do, why I want the job. Yeah, why would I want the job to start with? And then how you can help me. Okay? That makes sense? Anybody else?
I would want to know, and this might be the New Yorker in me that's skeptical and cynical.
Good.
Yeah.
But I would want to know, why would you want to help me? Like, he's telling me that he can help me get a job.
Well,
Immediately, I'm like, what do you want
yeah,
in
that
return?
was the thing I was
Why would
struggling
you
with,
wanna
why I
help?
didn't volunteer earlier. Like, why am I helping this? Because if at work, when I interview for my next job, I can say I mentored all these people. That's one of the things that
that'll help
told
you, yeah.
me that, like, the next promotion I put in, when I do the same interview, I'm going to have to say I mentored all
I don't know if
these
there's a way, because
people.
it was a
Yeah.
little bit long. I don't know if there's a way to put that in there, but if you're getting something out of it and I'm getting something out of it because I get a job, that sounds like, yes, I want to hear more
Yeah.
about it.
I think starting off with being, imagine yourself in a new job that will pay you much and be more enjoyable. And then I can help you because I have done this with other people. And I believe you're the right person. Something like that. But remember, what's in it for me? Why do I want to do that? Okay? Any other thoughts?
Go ahead.
Like the elevation speech for sales versus services would be quite different.
It will be different, yes. But it still comes back to WIIFM.
So are there like different rules? Because it is, easier when you're providing a service.
Yeah.
Because then you're giving a service, so you are providing something.
Yeah.
When you're selling something, there is always a distance because now you're getting something
yeah.
out of it, so.
True, I see what you're saying, yeah. This is all sales. This is all sales.
You might actually have two audiences. You might have people at work who have never gone through this process before, and your message is you can coach them
Yeah.
through it. And you might have a second group of people who've gone through this, because I know the process because you've talked about it here, who've gone through this long, complicated process and not gotten a promotion. So that's almost two different audiences, almost two different, pretty similar, but two different elevator speeches depending on which one of those people you're talking to.
Yeah. Good. All right, well done. Thanks.
Hard.
It is, but if you are prepared, then you don't have to start thinking about all these questions when you meet that person who you didn't expect to meet. Let's go to the third one. Did you know? And this one works well if you're in a big group and they tell everybody, please stand up and introduce yourself? You ever been in one of those classes? One of the programs, they say, hey, and everybody says, yeah, my name is this, and everybody says it the same way. My name is Mike, and I do this, and I'm tired, and I want to sit down. Pretty much what they say. Change it. Again, what did you say? If you do something different, they're going to remember. Did you know, or do you know, the 3 important principles of communication skills? Know your audience, know your message, and have a conversation. My name is Fred Haley. I'm a communications coach, and I can show you how to apply those 3 basic principles. See me after the meeting, and we'll help you become a skilled communicator. Did you know, whenever you have anything that you're working on, if you're a business person, you would have some basic principle that people are not familiar with, but they're really important to you. Can you tell them that just to get their thought going? I never thought about that. That might help me. Did you know that to get this promotion, you need to be able to apply Excel and explain your Excel skills in 30 words or less? However, I'm Neil. I can help you learn those skills and communicate them so you can get that promotion. It's just a different way of saying the same thing. But what will you say? If it's different, they'll remember it. If it's different, they'll come to see you. Anybody want to try one? I know my time's up, but anybody want to try one? Come on, Pat.
My brain is spinning here. You would be a target in, say, a large city police department.
Okay.
You would work, you might be a detective, a lieutenant, a captain over homicide.
Okay. I'm a homicide detective, yeah. Sounds good.
They're not a fun group.
Hi.
Hi. So no. So when you guys leave, just turn the light on.
Okay.
And lock the door. I can't stay in there longer.
Okay, thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetie.
All right.
Hi, my name is Ann Castle. Did you know that police departments that use intuitive consultants have a solved homicide rate that is between 30 and 40% higher than departments that don't?
No, I did not know that. That's amazing.
I've worked with all branches of law enforcement in 5 countries and 18 states, and I can help your department achieve much better solved case ratings. Could we meet for lunch on Friday to talk about it further?
Friday sounds like a great day. I'd love to hear more. Thank you. Well done. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I do one real quick?
No, after we get some feedback, and you keep standing, Ms. Ann Castle. Ann Castle has to keep standing. Stand, because you're going. What did you think?
Was pretty precise and
Yeah, it got really good explaining what the results you could provide. 30 to 50% improvement in their rates. The only thing I would do different is start off with that and then introduce yourself. So you catch me with.
You know that police departments use intuitive consultants and then say,
Yeah, that's the only thing. That way, I want to know more. Who are you? What? Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Real men.
Good. Anybody else? It's just a fun way, but it's different. And it's going to get the results that you want, which is to get them interested in learning more about you. All right, Maribel, last one.
Because I want to use this one for real.
Fine. Does
I'm
you
at a
need to-
job fair,
Uh-huh.
which I've been visiting because I'm looking for a job. But I'm at a job fair and I'm meeting people, but at the same time, I'm also an ambassador of Toastmasters. Right, so job fair, that's.
It's a job. So you're looking for a
People are
job,
looking
right?
for jobs like I am.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So, hey, I'm Maribel Hernandez. How are
Yeah,
you?
Maribel.
Did you know that communication skills are the most important factor in hiring decisions nowadays?
I didn't. That's.
I know of a program that helps you to master your communication and your leadership skills. I'd love to tell you about it. You available for breakfast next week?
Not breakfast. Maybe.
A meeting?
Maybe.
Can
Maybe.
we meet?
Meet during the
What day
day.
next week can we meet?
You're going to get that sometime. Yeah. No.
I'm not an early bird either, so don't worry
Good,
about it.
okay.
How about lunch or maybe a cup of coffee in the
A
afternoon?
cup of coffee sounds interesting. Okay.
So is that a good approach for?
Well, you tell me. Is that a good approach? All right. First of all, I was expecting a pitch, hire me pitch.
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting.
Well, no,
Weren't you?
that's not an employer. That's a job candidate like me.
Yeah. No.
We're in the lunchroom or something.
I thought I was. So who am I?
You are a job seeker like I am.
Oh,
And I'm trying.
ah.
Right.
Okay,
I
I should've- we should've-
hat on, and I'm trying to recruit you
we
to
should have
visit a
explained that.
meeting with me.
Yeah, you said I was expecting I was the employer.
Or maybe I should invite them to a meeting. Well, you know.
In this case,
No.
I think it was just your setup of your audience that was confusing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm at a job fair.
Well,
Oh,
but,
got
no,
it.
but I thought.
The way you said it
Yeah.
for us,
Got
I
it.
think is where.
I caught it, Maribel.
Thank you, Neil.
Yeah, I.
See, Neil's been through this, so he knows.
So you're right. If
So-
I am a fellow job seeker, if I am unemployed, I'm looking for a better job, and I never think about communication skills being important to the members or to the employer, then yeah, now you caught my interest.
And then maybe invite them to a meeting. Well, we have a meeting next Wednesday. Would you be?
Okay.
would you
Or
come, or would you
let's sit down between there, right down between people, between interviews today.
Well, I can't do it that day because I got to find a job.
Now, Maribel also brings up another good point. This is sort of an elevator speech, but sort of a sales pitch for an employer. Employers are going to be asking the same question. I want to talk to this person. I need to hire someone. What's in it for me to hire you? Why should I hire
More
you?
than 30 seconds. Oh, well, I got to say
No,
30 seconds.
you
Okay.
got to say these are the results that I can provide you. That's why you want to hire me.
I'd have to think about that one, yes.
Okay.
Putting it in 30 seconds, yeah, that would be a
Okay.
challenge for me.
The first thing they're going to ask you in an interview is what?
What can you do for our company?
Tell me about yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
the dreaded question.
Yeah, tell me about yourself.
Which basically
Well,
is what can you do for us?
exactly.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay, what's in it for me? Results. Same, just a different audience.
I like that. All right, thank you.
All right,
Pay up, buddy.
pay up.
Show me the money.
We're out of time, but the whole thought is be prepared for an impromptu speech. When you are going to tell someone that you can provide results that can make a difference to them, remember them. What they're asking, what's in it for me? When you can tell them that in 30 seconds, they will be hooked. They will not buy, they will want to know more, which is your whole goal. All right. Take this form, use it, play with it. There's some tips in the bottom, including join Toastmasters. But remember, it's a conversation, but remember to practice it. Keep practicing it until you get comfortable with it, until it becomes part of you, so that when that elevator door opens and that CEO is coming in that can buy your product or give you that promotion, you have that ready. It just pops into you. All right? That's an elevator speech. That's a business introduction. And next time, we'll hear how you do that. Come up and practice it. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster. All right,
Thanks.
I'm pumped up now. That's great stuff. I didn't realize elevator speech couldn't